Here it is, July 4, 2023, Independence Day. I'm down here at the Civic Center Mall again today at 4:59 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Temperature's about 90 degrees today. I'm going to do another walkthrough of the area just to see what's changed, if anything, over the last week or so since I've been down here. So here I am down in Mount Brown in Maine currently. I'll move on down through the mall area and we'll see if there's anything that's different or changed. Probably not really, but a few things here and there. Again, this one turquoise planter still never got fixed. I don't know if it ever will get fixed. I was looking back at some of my footage on January 16, I believe it was, of this year, and it was working at that point in time. So why it's shut down, I do not know, other than it doesn't work. And it should be working, I think. So we'll see if the CD ever gets on that. And again, the lighting here on the horses, the yearling statue, still pretty weak. They'll probably never be fixed either. But who knows? Maybe there's some stuff on the books for future improvements through this area. We'll see. Move on down to the West Paseo. Move on down to the West Bowl. See what's happening down there. This area is pretty much as it has been for some months now. Hasn't been much done to this area at all. Sun's starting to come back up in the east there. I think sunrise astronomical is 5:22 a.m. today. Temperature out right now is about 90 degrees. Yesterday, the high was 116 degrees at Sky Harbor Airport, and which was just 1 degree shy of the record of 117 that was set back in 1907. So, almost a record day there. Morning, how you doing, sir?
Good, thank you.
And back over here, there are a couple of developments in the area this last week. It was, I believe, they replaced the turf in the West Bowl and the East Bowl, as we shall see coming up here. They just rolled out new turf to replace the old turf, which just wasn't cutting it. So you can see here, new turf all across here, which is looking pretty good. See if they can make this last a while. During the summer, there's not usually any big events out here, just because of the high temperatures. Nobody wants to come sit outside when it's 110 plus degrees. So that's what we got going on here. Canopy's lit up. I said astronomical sunrise is at 5:22, so it's likely that the lights will go off pretty soon. Also, somewhere, I'll show in a minute, we had a supermoon. Or we have a supermoon going now. There's a supermoon moonrise last night. So I'll try to shoot the moon, though I'm not sure on an iPhone it's going to show up that great. Again, the little area down here, dark. Not overly impressive as it should have been if they had adhered to the original specs in their presentation, but For some reason they deviated from that. For whatever reason, might be cost. Maybe engineering was a little more difficult the other way. So I think I'm going to shoot this in 6-minute segments here, or something like that. Let me walk on down here by the lagoon before I shut down this current segment. Botanic Gardens. There's one thing that bugs me here, which I'll point out. I'm not sure how it will show up this early in the morning, but if you look right here, have a little marker that indicates you have a Montrose apple cactus in this location. But the thing is, you don't really have that. What you have here is these Madagascar Ocotillo cactus right in front of this sign. And then if you go down here, where you have the, let me show this, you have the Madagascar Ocotillo sign. Right back out in here, that second cactus, which I'll point out with an arrow, is the Montrose apple cactus. So it's not anywhere near its indicated marker, and this cactus here, I believe, is a crested blue candle cactus, which has no marker at all, but has its own section back over in a different part here. So let's move on over here to Lagoon. I'm going to shut this down and start a new segment. And again, they don't have any uplighting going down here yet. That's another thing that may not be fixed. I don't know. And then out here, this section, the Civic Lawn area, they are still working to get this grass planted out here, but because of the holiday, long holiday week, and stretching into, let's see, today's Tuesday, so that means they won't come back down here to work till Wednesday. So this is just sitting kind of idle right now till I assume they're just going to roll turf back out here again, though it looks like I can see right here some irrigation pipe is laid out or has been uncovered. So they may find it necessary to add more irrigation pipe out here, I'm assuming. I don't know. So let me cut this short here and then I'll start a new segment. Alrighty. So wait, let me do one other thing here. Up there, you can see the supermoon should be moving towards setting here in the not too distant future, but I'll just show the supermoon up there for a second here. All right. All right, I switched over to my telephoto lens that I'm shooting shooting up at the moon here, the supermoon for July 4, but I don't think the focus on the iPhone's working very well to bring it into focus. So I'm shooting just a little bit of this here, shooting back across the Performing Arts Center and the canopy back down there. So just wanted to show that. Not that interesting, but showing a little bit there. Alrighty. Right, here I am back on my wide angle lens, and I'm going to continue walking on down through here, shooting what's what. still aren't using the Water and Fog Plaza fountain jet lights over there by the Crystal Company. Those haven't been put into use yet that I've seen at all. I don't know what the delay is on that. Maybe they don't want to use them. And back over here, again at the lagoon, no uplighting on. On the statue here on either side, there is uplighting in place, but it hasn't been implemented from a usage standpoint. And Winfield Herb Drinkwater back over here, I keep wanting to call Winfield Scott for some reason. You see back over here the Water and Fog Plaza. Again, they have all of these on the ground here. You can see these circular shiny things are the fountain lights here, and back over there they have yet to utilize those. I'm not sure if they're going to do that in just some sort of special fashion or if they're going to utilize them at all. I don't know. Love statue. Let's continue on down through here. Canopy's still lit up. It's 5:12 a.m. Mountain Standard Time now. So if these things are timed with the astronomical sunrise, they should be shutting down. All the lighting should be shutting down in about 10 minutes or so. And this one fan up here, still not working. It's the city of Scottsdale. You get some of this stuff taken care of. How you doing, sir? Get some of this stuff taken care of. And right here, for some reason, you got a puddle going on. That's odd. I think that sprinkler is leaking more water than it should be. Well, it's another thing that could be fixed. And a lot of water going out on the sidewalk here. But they're getting at least this area here watered. Then you can see down here in the East Bowl, they've replaced the turf down here. So the turf down here that they replaced the old turf with is looking a little bit weak, even as it was spread out. It's not like 100% there, but that's what we got going on down here. East Bowl canopy hasn't really been utilized yet on an entertainment way. I'm not sure when the first event will be down here for it, but up this way a little bit. And I'm going to circle on around back down by the A-Line bar, I think. You see they still got their signs up here announcing the turf renovation. So it's continuing to happen here. See down through here, this turf, even as it's been put down, is looking a little bit ragged there. Let's see, we're about 7 minutes away from astronomical sunrise now.
Morning.
Morning, how you doing, ma'am?
Good, how are you?
I'm pretty good.
I like your little documentary.
Thank you. Just showing people what the new area is like. Thank you. Going down the steps here. This is the youth entrance to the library, which has a tie-in with the children's playground out here, where when the weather becomes more reasonable, I believe the library may even bring some rolling shelf of books out here and set them out here so children can come and read and play, maybe interact with each other on books, or maybe get a lecture, some kind of educational seminar, something by the library on a given subject that might interest kids, maybe Arizona history. And back up there again, the super moon, if that even shows up, wherever the heck it is. I don't even see it on here. Huh. Where is it? Oh yeah, there it is. Very tiny. Doesn't look much like a supermoon there. Let me walk on around this way, and then this will just be sort of a quickie tour today of what's going on down here, what's not yet been fixed, if it ever will get fixed, I don't know. Go back over here by the A-line bar. They'll make sort of a sweep around the whole area. Just show what it looks like on this July 4, 2023. So the place is officially, the whole place has been officially open since the end of May. So about a month, really, month of June. It's been, the whole place has been fully open, though the west end was pretty much open by January 20 of this year. I'll walk them down here. Time is 5:18 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. In this area, when they redid this area, this came out really nice. Used to be steps down there that were more of an impediment to handicapped people and whatnot. So now that's just a ramp down through there, which allows better access to the mall area for handicapped people and whatnot. And possibly emergency vehicles could come in that way if something ever occurred down here that required fire trucks or ambulances or something like that. And back over here, the A-line bar ahead of us. You can see some of the park lighting has gone off. Canopy uplights are still going, but some of the park lights back over on this end anyway have shut down. The turquoise planters have turned off. And we see the A-line bars coming along here. We got the roof pretty far along. They're starting to put up some of the metal struts that will hold up the wall sections across there. There's ducts in there for the AC units, it looks like. It's been put up. So this is coming along. I gotta say, their work hours are pretty restricted. They only seem to work from about maybe 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. On normal days. Then, like, of course, this is a long holiday weekend, so they haven't been down here for 4 days. They haven't been working down here, so it'll take them a little while to get that done. And back over here, AZ88. I don't know if they'll be open today or not. Maybe, probably not. Summertime's a slow time for the businesses here in the mall area. There's just not that many people around. because of the heat. Winter visitors have all returned to their home states. And this turquoise planter here is off, but it's still not fixed. That one, about 20% of this hasn't been fixed. So I think I'm going to finish up here for today. I just came down to shoot sort of a quick video of what has changed and what hasn't changed down here. So let me call this good, and I'll end my video here for today and call it quits. Alrighty.